planner is for the year. This technology is also disturbing.
President, I can see a Moses Kidume. I would like to know who that is before you
Sorry?
proceed. I can see a member called Moses Kidume Rugaba. May I know who that is, since this is a closed assembly?
Moses, can you speak out?
Those that have co-host rights can please exit here.
Who is using Moses's phone?
Moses
Maybe
Tugume Rugaba.
He has left.
he has left. Okay. Okay, thank you everyone for dialing in. And this morning, we are going to go through the presentation from the board, which we've been deliberating on for the past 1 week. On my screen there is a Rotary background. For members who don't know, our club number is 84335. We were chartered 14th March 2012. You'll forgive me, I'll not read everything. Our current number, we are 49 in number, plus 3 honorary members. And out of the 49, we are expecting a membership growth per quarter, at least by 3, so that we make 60 by end of 2024 June. So we're expecting to grow our members, and we're expecting every member to bring at least a new member. So we are calling upon every Daybreaker to bring at least a new member in this year, so that we grow the numbers. When you come to the trends for the past 5 years, you find the numbers have been changing. You can see on the screen, we started from 2019, 2020. This is COVID time, we're 28, then 30, 31 for 2020, 2021. Then 23, it dropped in 2021, 22. Then 2022, 23, it was 36. Then the immediate is now what we expect to grow. So the gender trends, you can see the female to date is 28 against 20, should be 24. Don't know. The last I saw was 24. So the gents are fewer than the ladies. The ladies are more, so we need to be more deliberate in bringing in more gents into the club, because we are seeing more ladies coming on board than the gents. So we need to be more deliberate in bringing in more men into our club. Otherwise, the numbers will continue growing less. Then the charts below, it's about the age group. The latest age group, the young, we have 2, then 30 to 39, 6, 40 to 49, 20, 50 to 59, 15, 60 to 69, 2, then above we have 4. So that's how our age group is constituted. Based on the unity of members demonstrated through each individual member's participation in activities, each member is further encouraged to demonstrate leadership by engaging in club projects. Every member of the club is to participate in at least one club committee. The Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak is one of the most vibrant clubs in the district. We have celebrated milestones like an impactful ECD project benefiting the entire country. We have mobilized Polio Plus already, worth 2 million shillings, which is on the account. Then we are mobilizing a foundation fund worth, we are projecting to have at least 3,000 for DG's visits. Then we are having a launch on the 7th on August for ECD Training Center in Chambogo. And then we are also engaging Stanbic for the partnership we had in Kisugu. So those are some of the immediate activities we are going to have within August. The club is also known for its great innovations and adaptability to technology, where we have club website updated regularly. We have our YouTube channel, we have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have Telegram. Excuse me. Below we have we have our goals for the year. On membership and engagement, we are looking at growing our members from the 49 by 20 members. If each member brings a member, we are going to achieve at least 20 to add on to the 49 we have taken over. Then service participation, we are expecting at least 30 people to participate in our project's activities. Then new members sponsorship, we are expecting like 15 from the 10. Rotary Action Group participation, we're expecting 5. Leadership development participation, we expect 10. District conference attendance, we expect 30 from 25 of last year. This time being in Munyonyo, we believe more members will participate. Rotary Fellowship participation, 10. District training participation, we expect 10. Annual fund contributions, we expect $10,000. Polio Plus, we expect to contribute 600. Major donor gifts, at least we expect 1. Early childhood development, we expect 2. 1 is already being done next month. Boy child uplifting program, we expect 1 activity. Planting of trees, Mission Green, we expect 1,000 trees. We already have land. We have land offered to us by our treasurer in Kapeka. We have land in Mbarara, and we have our ECDs, so we expect 1,000 trees. Blood donations, we expect at least 2 mobilization activities. Health camps, we expect 2. Kisugu Health Center, 1. Supporting existing Rotary clubs, we have 1. That is Mulago School of Nursing. Raila, we expect to support 8. Promote youth participation in road safety issues, we expect 1. Club activity using Club Runner. Online presence, we expect to do 2 trainings. We've already done 1. Call to social activities, we expect 4. Update club websites, we expect this to be done whenever necessary. At least 4 newspapers or 2 TV radio station publications. We expect to utilize 2. Use Rotary promotional materials to publicize the work of Rotary, we expect 5. Initiate a leadership, personal and professional development program to enhance members' skills, we expect 2. Engage at least 2 corporate organizations, we already have 1, that is Stanbic. So we expect to engage another. So those are club goals for the year 2023-24. Then when it comes to strategic planning on how we are going to execute, we expect to retain our membership at 95%, and we expect to do membership satisfaction survey, which is already it's in the pipeline. That's why it's in red. We expect to establish how the members feel, especially on how the Rotary is being run currently. I mean, the fellowship is being run currently. So we expect feedback from you. So anytime we shall be reaching out to you. Rotarian Suman is working on the link. Then reinstate body groups and redistribute members. This is already done. That's why it's in green. Enhance membership engagement. We are just thinking outside the box to see how best can we make members feel accepted, and Rotarian Dorothy Damaga will take lead on this. There was already a meeting held to find out from new members how they feel and how they expect us to improve. So that one is it's also ongoing. Home hospitalities, we are expecting 2 home hospitalities. Rotarian Fiona is working on this in the pipeline. So the dates, the homes will be advised and when. Then we expect 30 members to attend DCA in Munyonyo. Mobilization is going on by Rotarian Irene. She actually keeps posting on our group. Then 100% participation in Cancer Run. Rotarian Amida is out of the country with the patient. So right now is Rotarian Faith running with it. She has reported already we have about 33 kits bought. So we are expecting more participation from the members. So members, please support Rotarian Faith. And we're expecting to launch this when the governor visits on 3rd. So we need to have more t-shirts already paid for. Improve members' knowledge and leadership skills. We encourage members to go for the RLI programs. We expect 5 members to enroll this year for the RLI. Then also we expect members to join the DCA. Then we are going to do quarterly training for club members. We've already done one. We expect all members to come in and learn, especially on the e-learning on My Rotary. Many members are not yet on My Rotary, and we expect all club members to have access to My Rotary. So it was proposed by board that at induction level, we train new members to access My Rotary right from the start, because we realize many people don't access My Rotary. So that is being done. We're talking of membership growth. We need to grow our membership and we need to maintain good membership. So that calls for also participation by our members in the payment of dues, so that we keep our quality members on board. So we expect to retain our membership. We have our membership director, Dorothy, to give us the stats on the members who are currently on board and their good standing. Promote outcome-based service projects. We need to embark on monitoring our ECDs. So it's on plan that we monitor these ECDs and The people responsible will be the project's director and the club president to ensure that these ECDs are actually monitored. Then we shall be holding meetings with the partners to see that we make this sustainable. Excuse me. Environmental protection. Planting of our trees in Barara and Kapeka and other ECDs. Rotarian Ogwal is the one in charge. Then with Stanbic, we had a MOU signed for Kisugu Health Center for 3 years. And this year we are having a service project there. It's yet to be advised on which items Daybreak can support. But one of them I saw was 2 wheelchairs. Our IPP was offering some wheelchairs. I see that as covered. Health camps, we are looking at reviving the partnership with the doctors, the surgeons. It's in discussion with past President James Onyoin and past President Richard on how to engage this association once again. So if this happens, it will open up for quality health camps that we can have as Daybreak. Otherwise, without that, still we are planning for 2 other health camps within this year. Then we also have mental health sensitization. Dr. Grace is our champion in the district, so we expect to do at least 2 activities on mental health. So those are the activities on health camps. Increasing impact, support Rotary Foundation. This mobilization is ongoing. We already have names to follow up. We have the Obots family, which we are following up. Then we have within ourselves about $3,000 already in proposal. There are pledges that we expect within this quarter. So we expect to achieve the $10,000. If each member could give $50 or $100 to start with, I believe we can achieve the $10,000. These are the nurturing and sustaining partnerships. These are the partnerships we have. We have IREAD ECDL, we have Stanbic Bank, Uganda. We have Help Africa, which we need to revive. We have Rotary Uganda, then we have the surgeons, which we are going to revive. Then we also have the National Theatre. We are already in discussion on how to revive our past concerts, which we had at the National Theatre. So we shall be having more partners as time comes on. Improve governance structure and processes. Review our club bylaws where necessary. We have some ideas which were coming from the board, so we need to see if we can review some of the club bylaws. For example, new membership, when they come in, can we induct them and have them learn my Rotary as one of the requirements, then also paying up dues as one of the requirements. So we need to update our bylaws. So this is in the pipeline. It will be advised when it's done. Then update the strategic plan of the club, then monthly reporting on the activities of the club by the board, then annual reporting. Adapting new ways. One of the things we are thinking as board is how do we improve on our virtual fellowships? Improvement here means how do we reduce the cost of our virtual fellowships? We realize that virtual fellowship is a bit expensive. So we are thinking of on the plan on how to reduce the costs, and this is under discussion. So for now, the board has agreed that we have one physical meeting, fellowship, in a month, and then the rest we keep them virtual as this discussion is ongoing. Then the members will be advised in due course on the final position. Diversity, embrace Rotary core values as below. Diversity, as 52 members, we are having 28 female and male. The ratio there is 24, sorry about that, to 28, and we are targeting to balance this. So we need to be deliberate on how to balance the numbers in the club. Leadership development. We are requesting for every member to enroll for trainings, and whenever we call for club trainings, please try and make time so that we see we train everyone on what Rotary is, and also the digital part of Rotary, how to access information on my Rotary. It's important that all of us get to know how to access information on my Rotary. Service, linking members' strengths and interests to drive participation. We expect members to participate in club activities. Many times we call for members. For example, we missed out on five-a-side. Rotarian patients tried to mobilize, and only 1 or 2 people showed interest. So we ended up missing an important activity because of numbers. So we need to show interest in participation on the Rotary activities. On fellowship, we are trying to see that we reignite and remobilize ourselves, remix again, and see that members understand, look out for new members and also network. So we are trying to come up with ideas, and another idea is also how do we network beyond the fellowship. All those are ideas that are coming up in the board, that we should find activities that give us chance to network more than just having fellowship early in the morning. So those are some of the ideas that came up. Club board resolutions that came up. One is on fellowships. I've already said it. We resolved that we have 1 fellowship in a month and 3 virtuals, and then we think of other activities that we can do in the evening. Perhaps we can choose to say one Thursday we are going to have an evening event. Maybe it's a concert, maybe it's a cinema, maybe it's just a band where we go and listen as a group. So we are trying to think outside the box. So we're requesting the Assembly to approve this activity, that we can have that flexibility in having an event in the evening for the club members to network. Then hybrid course, it was also proposed we find alternatives to cut down the hybrid costs. And we had 3 options. We had 2 offers from IPP Edward. He already has a camera that can be used. Then we also had an offer from PAG James Onyoin. He has an option that he has been using in his office. So he says this can be tested on the DG's visit. So we're trying to find options. Then the third one is breakfast. We realize that members find it difficult to contribute for the breakfast. So we're trying to find cheaper options to offload this burden from the members. So we are negotiating with Farewell Hotel to give us cheaper options. One of the options they gave us was they run golf course club, where they can take us and accommodate us there at a cost less than 25, or we're still negotiating to remain at the main Farewell Hotel at a flat rate, which they can bill us at a flat rate. So we're still expecting this to come up. The PE and the treasurer are working on this. So we're requesting for your approval in case we remain with the option of Golf Course Club. Palliative care, Mbarara. The last time for this year in Mbarara, a team visited the site, and it was agreed that we come up with a feasibility study so that work can start. And we are requesting your approval so that we get a consultant to do this feasibility study and provide us with a concept paper. So Kyambogo University ECD, which is to be launched on 7th of August. We are expected to participate by being there ourselves as Rotarians, Daybreak, and then also by contributing towards a budget item. One of the budget item was a Rotary logo at 1 million shillings. Because of our stand in the club, we are contributing 500,000 towards getting a Rotary logo on the building at Kyambogo University. So we are requesting for your approval for that. Then number 6, we have our budget for the year 2023-24, and we are requesting your approval on this budget. I can share the budget. This is my presentation for now. I think I thank you for listening to me as I call upon the treasurer to present to us the budget. I don't know whether you can project from your side or I project from here. Thank you for listening. Reactions may come after the budget so that we react at once. Rotarian Esther, are you there? Hello, am I speaking to myself?
No, you're speaking to all of us, and I can see there's a presentation.
Rotarian Esther, are you there? Can you present your budget?
Let me try to raise her and call. Oh.
Okay, as we wait for Rotarian Esther, we can receive the draft budget, which was drafted by the treasurer and the club directors. The club directors gave the treasurer some of their budget items, and this raised the budget which we have before us. Has she come? Rotarian Esther, can you take over your budget?
President, is our budget because we'll discuss in the board. But now we are giving it the General Assembly for approval.
Okay. So it's supposed to be discussed at board level, not here. That's what I'm hearing. Okay.
No, President. President, I'm saying That this budget was presented the board, and therefore the board adopted it. It seems to be the treasurer's budget. It is now board presenting to the General Assembly.
Okay,
Eh,
noted. So I can go ahead and present, right?
you can present, President.
Okay. Okay, our budget before us has seven income items, one of them being membership dues. We are budgeting for 49 members who are currently present on our RI, and it brings us to 37 million shillings, Uganda shillings. In dollars, it's 9,800. Then we are budgeting for PHF, at least 4 people. In the actual sense, this should be 10,000. We're expecting $10,000. So then there's gratitude dollar. We would like to reintroduce mobilization of of funds from the fellowship, and would like to call this gratitude dollar. So every fellowship we expect to mobilize at least some funds which will contribute to our annual funding of $960. That is 3.6 million shillings. Then on cancer and kits, we expect to sell 300 kits, and we expect to mobilize $210 as commission. That is 798 thousand shillings. Donations for projects, we expect some donations equivalent of $16,000.4. That is 62,380 thousand shillings in Uganda shillings. Polio Plus, we expect to mobilize 948 contribution towards Polio Plus. That is 3.6 thousand in Uganda shillings. Then we expect new members, 10 of them, to raise $2,000. That is 7.6 in Uganda shillings. The budget expenses. We have country dues to be paid, equivalent of 5.3 thousand Uganda shillings. That is $1,400. Then we have Polio Plus for 49 members, 1.8 thousand Uganda shillings, $490. Then we have Rotary International dues. It's broken down for the following. To the following: Council on Registration, Club Member dues, Prorata dues, International Rotary Magazine, International Rotary Magazine Digital, Digital Prorata. So this brings us to an equivalent of, let's see, an equivalent of anyway, my thing is not coming. So these are the different figures we are going to pay. Then projects, we have Kisugu Medical Center, which were projected $1,000, 3.8 Uganda shillings. Then we have Iganga Secondary School. There's a WASH program there. We are projecting $5,000 at 19 million. Then we have ECD Training Center, $2,000, 7.6. Then we have blood donations campaign, $1,000, 3.8. Then we have Big Up launch in Kazo, $273. Tree planting, $500. Kapeka site visit, $200. Transfer of the title. The treasurer confirmed that she will meet the costs of the transfer of title to Daybreak name. Health camps, $500. Home hospitalities, $526. Charter nights, $1,053. Administrative costs. Stationery, $100. Physical meetings, breakfast was budgeted at $6,864. Website, $200. Executive secretary, Zoom, news, flyers, designing, $1,680. Hybrid, $1,000. President's hospitality, $1,000. Admin airtime, $72. Admin internet, $81. Auditing, $184. President's awards, $500. Miscellaneous, $500. Total expenses and total budget will be $34,334. In shillings, 467,479 shillings. That's our budget. The assumptions. The assumptions for PH, the following members have showed Rotarian Esther. And you had lost me. I got a call. Then all members of the club shall pay for their membership dues, which is a given. The budget is estimated as per the current membership of 49 packs on my Rotary. Then number 4, we shall get contributions, donations from members and well-wishers for the projects. So this is the breakdown of the money we pay as our dues. I think we can all see country dues, 29, polio, 10, council on registration, 1.
But we are not seeing the screen.
Hey,
President, it's only missing it in the camera. It's not there. The screen is blank.
Okay, I think connection.
You must have stopped sharing at some point in time. You need to reshare.
Just 1 second. Okay, I think my laptop lost connection, but that is my last part of the presentation. I submit. I thank you for listening.
Madam President, I propose that we receive both your report and the budget for purposes of discussion.
Anybody to second?
I second, Madam President.
I thank you. The reports are open for discussion and reactions and approval.
Thank you, President. I don't know the procedure, but may you allow me to make a rejoinder on the budget submitted under the administration. President, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, please, we can hear you. Secretary, can you note down the reactions?
Yes, President, I feel it is important for the Assembly to know and to note that the board also resolved that we shall engage the services of an executive secretary, which item we have budgeted under administration. This was borrowed from the previous leadership under amazing President Edward, but those services were had private, and we felt that it shouldn't be the case because the executive secretary is helping other board club leaders to run the day-to-day activities of the club. And the president, I'm aware that you have come up with the job descriptions, which I think at an opportune moment should be shared. And we are now at the process of hiring one to work as our executive secretary to help us in running the club efficiently. So I feel that the members need to understand that and maybe make their contribution in regards to that. I thank you, President.
Thank you for that elaboration.
Madam President, I have a number of questions to ask, but I'd like to just ask one for now. I don't know whether I'm allowed or it is PAG Safina asking first.
Accepted, go on, then she will follow you after.
Madam President, in the budget, you have proposed that we are going to have 10 new members contributing, but it rather contradicts a little with your anticipation of 20 new members in the year. Is that something that you have decided to do conservatively so that you conserve the income that you expect, but remain extravagant with the amount of money that you'll be paying in terms of costs? That's something I note within the budget. Then secondly, Madam President, I don't know whether the board considered balancing this budget such that when the members pay their $200, the rest of the other expenditure that is going to be incurred during the year, you don't come round passing a basket, asking for this, asking for that. Because if we pay our dues, what would happen in other clubs is if you pay your dues and the budget is passed, then the expenditures that have been approved by the board at the annual general at the club assembly become expenditures that the president and her board are authorized to expend. So we don't see a number of baskets passing around for each of the items. That is something I put to you, Madam President, and your treasurer to explain.
I thank you for your submission. Can we take like 3? Madam Safina can go on.
Thank you very much. Madam President, I had noted what PAG Frederick was talking about, accuracy of the figures, but also when I reached the budget, I realized that we are budgeting for 10 new members. Even in the report, at membership expansion, you talked of 20, and then new members, you talked of 15. So let us just harmonize those figures. We decide on what we want, 20, 15, or 10, so that we have the same figures everywhere. However, Madam President, I had an issue on retention. We did quite well to 53 last amazing year, but now the year is ending when we have 49. I think we need to work towards retention as a club. I am happy that you are going to do some innovations to appreciate people, to appreciate what your members want, but let us take retention as very critical as far as Daybreak is concerned. Madam President, I have too many things. Let me say all of them at once. The other one is I wanted to propose that we integrate mental health in the health camps. I know mental health is the Rotary International flagship project, But also in health service provision these days, we use the integrated approach so that we don't miss out any. As we flag off our mental health and maybe maternal and child health, let us have those health camps. We can have all of focusing on all those areas, but not to do them in isolation. It might be quite expensive, and also getting the members at once might be a problem. Member engagement. Then the other one, and this is from governor's remarks. Madam President, I'm representing you at the district as the vice prime chair, and the governor is encouraging collaboration. Like last lottery year, we had the 7x7. Hearing from his speech is like, let us retain that arrangement, and we encourage clubs to collaborate with other clubs so that we cause impactful whatever within the communities. So we really want to see a lot of collaboration in your report. And then the other one, Madam President, is the TRF. Yes, I've seen the members that are expecting, but also we need to see that every Rotarian give to the Rotary Foundation. And there are some clubs that have set a standard that every year a member contributes $100. I don't know whether for us we are contributing $26, but let us have a standard, as maybe this can be in the bylaw. We have a standard on how much that every member can contribute to the foundation, so that we become an all-giving club and appreciated. As we get more PHF, but also we see that every member contributes to the foundation. Madam President, I got confused when we were costing for hybrid, and then we are also costing for virtual enhancement separately. The way I appreciated the concept of hybrid is that we have a physical and we have virtual. So we can budget for virtual, whether that virtual is going to be hybrid, but we count them because the cost will be the same. And then also we cost for the physical attendance, whether we shall add on the virtual enhancement, but we know when we attend as physical, this is what we have to pay. That's what I saw in the budget. Madam Chair, I want to thank you for the opportunity to contribute. Thank you.
I thank both of you for your submissions, and I see another hand up. CMP, go ahead.
Thank you very much, our Hope Creator President. I have many suggestions and many questions, but I'll be precise. One, membership retention. President, I will encourage you to, among the many strategies you have, if it works well with you, adopt the one-on-one strategy. You can engage PhD Timothy for guidance on how best he does it, because he seems to be doing very well. Two, I would like to propose that on the membership survey that we are planning to do, if we can include the membership classification survey, pretty much, so we know which classifications we have in the club, so that we are a little more intentional and strategic when we are recruiting. So we know that it will be good that these are the classifications we have, and these are classifications where we have gaps. So at a point of recruitment, once you've shared the report, as we invite members, we could be a little more intentional on the same. Number three, about the health camps. One, I didn't see us registered on the district lottery family health days team for clubs that are applying for drugs. Normally, the district gives drugs to clubs that intend to engage in medical camps. I would highly recommend that with the support of our able AG, but if not, you have a number of people representing this club at the district level. We can be able to leverage and benefit on that. Number 4, there is a project which we participated in the global grant submission, which has already been approved by the district. And I know 100% it will be approved by RI. The project of Butiti, which you are fully aware of, where we are required to contribute $3,000. I don't see that anywhere. I don't know what is the state. I would request you to guide on that. Mental health, thank you, PAG Safina. You've really engaged. You've taken my suggestion, and it is really important that we integrate that in our health camps. And to be honest, given the resource we have, I don't see where we would be, any club can come to us in that regard. Now, regarding the reigniting and revitalization of our relationship with the partners, and in particular, the Uganda National Cultural Center and the Help Africa, I would like to suggest and propose that maybe you appoint a select committee from the project's team, and I will, in an appropriate time, and give them update on how we can reignite this, because I know that National Theatre and Help Africa is actually arranging a choir of 13 or 15 children that will be traversing so many European countries, and they will launch their play in the National Theatre. I feel this is a golden opportunity which we can embrace as a club and even shine more at the district level. That notwithstanding, you talked about reviewing the club bylaws. I would like to propose that with the able leadership of the president, of the team leader of past presidents, to please take it upon herself and the past presidents to locate the club bylaws. To be honest, I don't think we have a grip on where this is. So it is very important that the team leader of the past president can engage and see how we can get this for review. And then lastly, I am not comfortable with testing IT equipment when we are hosting the DG. I am not comfortable. I find it, because I know that the DG's visit is one of the most critical events of a district to a club. So, and I remember in DG's remarks from where I sit at the district level, he has encouraged the clubs actually to include the hybrid during his visits, owing to the fact that, one, many members are locked out because they are usually few. Secondly, clubs would pretty much benefit from the wider message that he has, but also clubs would actually benefit from partnerships that we're talking about. If people know we are doing ECDs and we are doing it in Arua, maybe the Rotary Club of Arua in attendance, they can reach out and say, how can they help us to monitor, since they are there and we are here? So I would like to propose that, and I beg to submit, President. Thank you.
I thank you for your submissions, and I think on global grant of $3,000, which is not in the budget, this is acknowledged. It's actually not in the budget because I think my last discussion, I thought it was already submitted. The money was already submitted, so we didn't include in the budget. I think the rest, I think follow-ups, we need to follow up on some of the suggestions you've made. I think I take them up for follow-up. I'll be following up with you. IPP, your hand was up. Do you have something to say? You're leaving already?
Chair, President, I have to run, but briefly what I wanted to say, we need to see how to bring in the BELEP component in some of our activities. The BELEP is an ongoing program. It didn't end on 30th June. And as we are the host club for that amazing district governors project. I think we need to see how to factor in these BELEP activities. It does not feature very clearly in the presentation. The other aspects have been adequately addressed by CMP and as well as PAG Safina. Thank you.
Amazing President and the BCAP, both of them we should strongly have a position for them.
Yes, BCAP, well, I think it's tied in with your mental health aspect. There are a couple of other things. Okay, I think BCAP is there because I'm part of the projects directorate committee. I know that BCAP has been
Okay, thank you for that submission.
highlight.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. I think it was an oversight, but BCAP, BELEP, Boy Child, everything was put under one project as one. So IPP, you're actually the coordinator of all the three plus ECD. So all that was to come together under one project and under one director. So you actually run with all of them. So we're expecting from you how to merge. How do we do them together? How do we integrate? Whenever we are doing one, how do we integrate everything else within the same project that we are going to run? So those are under one project. Okay, any other?
Chairperson, Madam President, I have one question. I'm running late. I have to go for another meeting, but I had a question about how we are managing our RI dues payment and the membership. This club has a very good, rich history on how to manage RI dues, but one of the experiences that we had is when we relax and collect last minute, there can be a real problem. Now that we have so many past assistant governors and district leaders in this club, it would be a shame for us to come on the list of those clubs under threat for termination. And that list normally comes out very promptly if we don't meet our dues by 31st of July. So I'm requesting, Madam President, you and the treasurer to make sure that every one of us, should not be a plea, every one of us should have paid the RI dues so that we don't find ourselves in a situation where we'll be named as amongst clubs under threat for removal from Rotary International.
I support you 100%. Madam President, I support him 100%. And to me, I even see that, okay, the past district, as a district governors, the past president, we should walk on the talk. We shouldn't be reminded for God's sake.
I thank you. We are past our 1 hour. Can we borrow 5 minutes to conclude this assembly? Do we still have any burning, anything, Sergeant at Arms, anything on the chat that we need to take on?
Not really, though I don't know whether the President has answered all the questions that have been put forth.
The Secretary can remind me on what has not been answered. I think the questions have been complementing each other from different presenters. So I think most of them are informative. for us to take on as board on what we should do for going forward. Secretary, is there anything we haven't answered?
Not really. We just have to do a follow-up on most of the issues.
Okay. Members, I think at this juncture, I would like to appreciate the Club Assembly for giving us this time to listen to us and to accept our reports, which we have presented to you. Your keynotes have all been taken. We are going to make follow-ups on the keynotes that you've actually provided here. And I believe this will take Daybreak to another level. At this juncture, I would like to call upon somebody to propose we take our fellowship back.
President, I want to propose that we dissolve this assembly.
Before the dissolution, procedure, before the dissolution, has the budget been approved?
So,
Okay, let me propose the two.
okay.
I propose that we adopt the budget with amendments with those issues that we cited, the balancing, the consistency, and appreciating our income versus expenditure, and including also the cost for the upcoming project that we are getting as Daybreak. Amanya, please second.
I second.
I second.
I thank you.
And
So can we propose and we go back to our normal fellowship
and
and have
proposing
our
that
final?
we dissolve this General Assembly of Kampala Daybreak into a normal assembly.
Somebody to second?
I second.
I thank you. Can I call the Sergeant at Arms to call upon to give us the final toss?
President,
Yes.
before you call for the end of the fellowship, I would like to really reemphasize that as it has been mentioned that the DG's visit is one of the key events, actually most important events for a Rotary Club. I would like to request that all members as we hear and those that are not in this meeting, please make sure that we endeavor to be there because it will be a physical meeting and be part of that meeting. And I think going forward from now, the flyer is already out. The treasurer will begin the mobilization for the funds to support the event. And the birthday group that will be in charge will be Raspberries. And so I would like to encourage that we mobilize each other such that we can be able to attend that meeting fully as a club. I submit.
Where is the venue? Where is the venue of the DG's visit? Because I think that many times some of us are locked out because of the venue. And even when we consider going to golf club, that's one of the issues. Probably some of us will be applying to go to other clubs.
Yeah, thank you, PhD Frederick. The venue will be at Fairway Hotel, and I think that one will be put in mind as we prepare to find the press that will be convenient for all of us to be able to attend. That is well noted, but it will be at Fairway Hotel down at East Foray Road. I thank you.
Let us book that space which is convenient for all of us early enough.
Yeah, sure.
I think
That
last
is
time
well
the
noted.
issue was the booking. And I heard we are going to have a hybrid according to AG Chitakule's submission. Let us also prepare to pay for the hybrid, for the enhancement, virtual enhancement. President, we don't have any excuse but to make the DG's visit memorable. We need the check for our whatever contribution. Also need to have very good attendance, but also President is against this too much eating and contributing less to Rotary Foundation. Those are his messages wherever he goes.
I am also against eating, and I'm really against eating.
Yeah, too much breakfast makes people sleep at work. So we're trying to see how to scale down on that. I thank you. Rotarian Yedida, can you give us the final toss?
Is Rotarian Yedi?
Thank you so much, President. I start by thanking members. We have been 27 who have managed to attend, though this number is a bit low given our total of 49. We need to encourage each other to do better than this. Otherwise, for the wonderful assembly we have had and all the suggestions put forth, I propose a toast to Rotary International.
Rotary is over.
I think now that we are Chimeza President, this is the reason why we want more of this of ourselves, because we even do roll call of who is present and who is not there. I think we need to have some fellowship where we encourage only us, and we know other than having 150 in the house and only have 10 members, I think we need more of this.
I think the roll calls, member roll calls are usually done, whether it is closed or not.
I request that we the physical fellowships that we have, we make one of them a no phone fellowship, because we don't know each other as daybreakers. So we get to physical fellowship and we're still on our phone. So probably maybe we get that fellowship, make the program shorter, but make it a no phone fellowship so that everybody, so that we get to talk to each other.
Yeah. I think that is that 100%.
Agreed. We need to redesign ourselves and rethink outside the box. Yeah.
We take note of that, President.
Our clarification. Thank you very much, President. It was nice seeing you. It was nice seeing Frederick's face.
Thank you.
Like whispering, my daughter Yeti. Yeti omuli doyo. Mulungi senga yayiseyo n'agaba.
Yeti, how are you guys?
Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Tugambe senga kyabamiza anoonyereze kwoyo tulabe nga anajja mu kika.
He's Salongo to be.
Okay, bye-bye. I'm getting out for another call.
Bye.